Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me, so let's get into it. The house was buzzing with unusual energy. You couldn't help but notice the multiple mischievous glances that were exchanged between three children in particular: Linny, Lynette, and Fermine, each of them oddly secretive as they darted around the halls, and you raised an eyebrow at their behavior. But then again, you said nothing, figuring it was just another one of their schemes to entertain the younger children. That was until Linny approached you, a sly grin on his face. Wyan, can you come with me for a moment? We need your help with something. What kind of something? You asked, narrowing your eyes. Oh, nothing too complicated. Just come. Trust me. You exchanged a glance with Arlecchino, who was sitting at her desk, flipping through reports. Her crimson eyes flicked up to meet yours, a silent question passing between you two, and you shrugged, giving her a small smile. I'll be back soon. She nodded and watched you carefully as Linny led you out of the room. And after a short walk through the halls, Linny stopped abruptly, a curtain hiding the entrance to the dining hall, and he turned to you, his grin widening. Close your eyes. Linny, he began, suspension creeping up into your voice. Just trust me. I promise you won't regret it. He insisted, clasping his hands together in a pleading gesture. And you couldn't help but sigh and comply, closing your eyes. Linny gently guided you forward, and you could hear faint shuffling and whispers on the other side of the curtain. All right, open them, he announced, and when you did, your breath hitched. The dining hall had been transformed. Twinkling lights hung from the ceiling, casting a warm golden glow over the room. A small table for two sat in the center, adorned with candles and a bouquet of fresh flowers. Soft music played in the background, and Lynette stood quietly to the side, adjusting a few details. Hermione was standing on the side, giving you a shy smile. What is all of this? You asked, turning to Linny. It's a surprise date. For you and Father. We noticed you've both been, let's say, a little tense lately. So consider this our way of showing appreciation. Father hasn't been resting for a while, and I can tell you're trying your best. So we prepared this. Wow. All of this? You repeated, your heart warming at the thought. For everything you both do for us. Lynette added, her voice soft but sincere. And before you could respond, a familiar voice cut through the moment. And what exactly is going on here? You turned to see Arlecchino standing in the doorway, her arms crossed as she surveyed the scene. Her crimson eyes softened slightly as they landed on you, though her expression remained unreadable. Lindy stepped forward with a theatrical flourish. Our esteemed father, here just in time for your surprise date. Arlecchino raised an eyebrow, her gaze shifting to you. Date? You laughed nervously, gesturing to the children. Apparently they thought we needed one. Fermine stepped forward, his voice barely above a whisper. We just wanted to make you both happy. Arlecchino's stern expression melted instantly, and she let out a quiet sigh. You three, she murmured, shaking her head. Always middling. Minnie chuckled, and Arlecchino stepped further into the room, her eyes scanning the decorations and the table before turning back to you. Well, it seems you have no choice but to indulge. You smiled, taking her hand in yours. It does look nice. And it's not every day we get to enjoy something like this. Her eyes softened as she looked at you, her hand tightening around yours. I suppose you're right. Lenny clapped his hands together. Wonderful. Now please, take your seats. Everything has been prepared. As you and Arlecchino sat at the table, the children busied themselves serving a simple but delicious meal. Hermione poured glasses of sparkling water, his cheeks pink as he avoided direct eye contact. Lynette placed plates in front of you, both with quiet precision, while Linny acted as a self-proclaimed master of ceremonies. Enjoy. We'll leave you to it, he said, giving you both a wink, before ushering his siblings out of the room and leaving. And once all of the children were gone, the room fell into a peaceful silence. Arlecchino picked up her glass, swirling the liquid thoughtfully. They went to a lot of trouble for this. They care about you. About us. Her eyes met yours, and for a moment, the stoic mask she usually wore slipped away. They do. Especially you. You've become important to them. And they're important to me, just like you are. Her lips curved into a small smile, the kind she reserved only for you. I don't say it often, but I'm grateful for you. For all of this. Your heart swelled at her words, and you squeezed her hand gently. You don't have to say it. I already know. And for the rest of the evening, the two of you enjoyed the rare peace and quiet, basking in the warmth of the moment. And though the children had orchestrated the surprise, it was the love you and Arlecchino shared that made it truly unforgettable.